The final thoughts to the funniest. So, it's a bit of revelation, or there's no three minds, and there's illusion. So everything is after illusion. Self is illusion. There's no self. It's just the one isolated corner or some kind of a formation. This is basically what there's the material itself. But like every other material, it could be pretty much any other material are able to the pulling is something the same. Unique basically. The more it has have a time to be apart for the rest of the things, and therefore either quicker or sooner they will be able to just to guys who's a little bit disappear or try to pull it over. But the other speed is after all the more slower, and now the final moment to they are not escaping a huge distance far away because seeing the top speed, and it is exceptionally slow to compensation 200 or purely 1/3. So to getting a capacity, they should be expecting that the other cars aren't able to drive in such a place. And even to be a quick ride, these cars are such a heavy weight and all the other factors with the causing. So it's a final lap already here, and it's time to be kicking for the shake-away flag when the cars is to be for final corner. And now he's appearing and they're taking the apart. The car, the ratio shake-away flag ratio is just preparating, and here he is. Yes, he's done it. He's winner. Take a look around. The car and the driver is absolutely fantastic. Is very happy indeed. This was his days. And here today, take a look at the rest of the results. It has been said this race was very long today. It was short indeed. And to the biological causa, it is the situation, no possibilities, everything is already predetermined. And therefore, no matter what person does or anything, it has already predetermined, it's all of the thing, and therefore there is no difference. What I mean, there is no difference of not just a choice, but the occurrence in any kind of possibilities, because there is no possibilities, so there is no choice, there is nothing. All it is illusion for a subject who therefore try to think. It's all just a lack of the knowledge, the fortune, what make themselves the perceive things to be random. So therefore, in reality, the universe, nothing is random. Everything is, after all, not necessarily to the highest order, but everything or a perfection. But over what they are, the words. So, what is the last thing about to April derivate to R from an is how the word should be or it should not be. Okay, so the difference here depending on the final appearance to April establishing a new flap content in this kind of a type of a car. There has been of course massively faster lap time if you but here in this conditions are ready to establish a very enjoyable final line. So the racing to the track is somehow closer to 4 kilometers, which meaning for the car would be a timing average on a little bit somehow 300 kilometers per hour, and the driver winning the manages to just to be the key driving for just one lap for that kind of a speed. And here can be said about the difference being 30 kilometers slower in a 10 lap race in a track with is 4 kilometers. It would be understood if the winner wanted 300 kilometers per hour, it would be somehow to 1/10 of a slower of a total average speed, because it was 1/10 slower on the total distance. 1/10 of the lesser could be driving the total. Therefore, you would the average speed would be also 1/10 of a slower. And it is easy to say that 269 which is somehow 32 kilometers slower on average per hour than the winner 301. It is somehow very close to 10%. This time it's 10.8% the slower, and therefore everything seems to fit in very well. The lap time there was no too many different mistakes, and all of the lap could be addressed pretty much the same 6/10 of the fastest lap here. They should came what team's cars and a type for occasion, and attention to the piece of the race, how it developed to the starting point to the finish to the flag. Side by side pride, stop to good freight aside, why do us up to rate the five, the rate to Saturday solidify, to the get set up, gotta fly. Go to get a tube setter, get it with a cat, set a cat a tape, the cat with a case setter. What a do the cat steer with a K, the cat a toe, set a cat a copy, the cat with a caper. To the cat set a cat, to be cat a foul cat, to be the curve. It's very nice that a cave, what I did to give it, Alright. Here it is, the big deal. Animation. I like this. Well, alright, as a person itself here, actually, so hard to pay for to talk about. Alright, as the person what I talk about occasionally, it would be take maybe 4, in this case only 3. Alright, it's a championship format. It's something like easy to say, right? Well, that's interesting, actually. We're not able to overcome after this case situation. And what it has to do with this thing, don't use it occasionally. We have already established that it's not work as it should like it. Alright, close it all. Time to go away. We don't want to eat this occasion. Alright. This time, so, about this car, I have lost my virginity, this car. I like to, of course, meeting here again. So, what is... Always keep away from here a little bit. Further point in case of this girl, you have of course some connection in case of development. So special connection, if the person is, you're developing some special connection for this kind of a girl, and therefore they want to appear again because of the meeting, and for other things, life and aspect, something special interest have developing, and special connection, and just like anybody else, not just anybody else, but itself meaning, but there is something, so the connection already, the person is interested in the future relationship occasion, and of course, interesting as a future sexual relationship. And a future sexual relationship extending, if there has already have been and showing, they should try to the full fitting and to really keep a girl, what the girl was looking for. Girl was looking for intense orgasm, and the girl, of course, occasionally sees the cause otherwise why the girl really has such money against the potential service. Alright, the girl is enjoying it, then it's a consideration to just listening to paper. Who is here selling anything? And who is here just doing it for free? Alright, it's easy to say that if somebody is selling it, alright, they in the forum most maybe want the money. Of course, it's great thing to also enjoy it. And if there is any small way the person is not enjoying it, whatever she is doing, alright, the person would be of course we trap it. Alright, therefore you have to be.
Alright, you listen up.
You have to be up.
And that means that you must be yourself to be, after all, to be interested in doing it. And if you wouldn't be the person could be just by something else. Alright, I like to talk about what she didn't anymore get anymore to why she did become an escort type of services. You would be thinking about that they would be more profitable making out the movies, still continue to those production movies, whatever, and why she, if those the best moments of ever, thinking about if you're such of a huge account and pressure, it would be somehow scare of the guys. Scare of the guys if you have been a huge amount of sexual experience, a huge amount of sexual stimulation and sexual partners, as this person who's as for the likelihood to sleep so many different guys and have been experienced so different amount of the penises intercourse with the taser. So therefore the vaginas has stretched and to be given up the huge, depending of course the total amount of experience, total amount of the
they are supplicated to those amount that therefore those vaginas as simple are giving up, and therefore to having average the spell allocation the penis taste. Alright, somebody always has to be a because like a distribution of the penis size as the female has been. It would be a vaginal intercourse. Alright, if the average size would be somehow to be at 60 centimeters or 70 centimeters, the curves, therefore it was expected if it is all those males have a pretty much have a certain amount of the energy, certain amount of the depth of the penetration depth. So the curves has to stretch in the case. The curves also the physiologically are trying the hair cells to ensure. So of course they should concentrate when it comes to having sexual intercourse with the girl. It's important to know notation when it's just not the guy but the concentration to occurs intrusive. So what should have pay for the consideration is that thinking about the female, this G-spot into the certain amount of the area. So it's able to hitting all the time and stimulate the maximum amount of G-spot when it is